the huge Game 7 in overtime, the Bucks pull it out over the Nets. I think everyone thought the Nets were the team to beat this year. They were the super team.
They were the team to beat with the talent that you saw on paper. Five All-Stars.
Yeah.
You have 5 All-Stars on that. Maybe not All-Starters, but you got your 3 starting, your big 3 in Kyrie, James Harden, KD.
Yep.
And then you added Blake Griffin in the year.
Yep.
So now you got 4 All-Star caliber guys, and then you just got to round out your 5 with, Green?
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan it would have been probably the 5th, but I mean, you got Jeff Green, you got Joe Harris. I mean, there's so much.
LaMarcus Aldridge?
He retired. He was on the team, but he retired in the middle of the season, so which is fine. I mean, it was personal reasons he retired, but
but he wasn't back in his day. He was an All-Star.
Yes, I mean, super player. I mean, the Tim Duncan replacement for the Spurs at the time.
Yeah. So I mean, overall, like high quality players on this team. Injury bug kind of caught him throughout the year.
Chemistry. I mean, I feel like there was just a couple of issues there that they never really got solved.
So I don't know. I don't know how often I'm going to say this, but I think Stephen A. was kind of right.
It takes 2 years. Like, is that what you're getting at, or
no? But in the fact, like, they had a little bit of karma come after them.
Yeah.
They had, kind of the injury bug kind of played a factor into them.
Yeah.
Some of the coaching, I think, when it came to let my superstars do it versus trying to coach the team and play as a team, you're gonna let your 3 superstars try to handle the ball and get it done for you. Whereas you can't play 3-on-5 basketball and expect to win.
Yeah, I think people commented, and I even said this a couple of weeks ago. So if you want to roast me about it. But people kind of looked at them and said, okay, this team is going to play the best one-on-one basketball we've ever seen in the history of the NBA, because you have 3 guys that can really handle the ball, that can really score on multiple levels from multiple angles, multiple 3-pointers, 18-foot jumpers, hook shots underneath the basket, drive, finish at the rim. I mean, they could do all of those things, right? All 3 of them can. But the other problem with the way Brooklyn played this year was really they wanted to outscore you and play no defense.
Oh, yeah. They were like, I'm going to put up 150 if you can beat that.
Yeah,
cool.
Good luck. Yeah.
If not, yeah.
That's kind of like how they played all year. And when the injury bug kind of snapped them, and you lost Kyrie, and you partially lost Harden, and then he came back, but he never really played at the same level.
Do you think the way he kind of took his offseason wanting to get out of Houston and the way he kind of prepared for the season, do you think that had anything to do with him getting injured here late in the season? Kind of being out of shape, but then all of a sudden, now that you're out of Houston, you're trying to then mid-season or early part of the season try to get your body into NBA-ready shape, for an 82-game season? I
would say yes, that I feel like that had a little bit of a play to it in the sense that he wasn't maybe as healthy as he needed to be or as prepared stamina-wise he needed to be. But also, there's so many NBA players that got hurt this year. I mean, it's just been kind of a trend for them. People have complained about it, and the players have complained about it. The quick turnaround, the least amount of days off anyone's ever had in the professional sports, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's just kind of it is kind of one of those things where it's been a pretty hot trend, and the players may be true. I mean, it may be really true that because of the least amount of days that they had to turn around, that there's people getting hurt at a really high clip. So, I mean, that is probably true. But
yeah, I definitely go ahead.
I mean, what I was going to say is it's kind of a tough thing for Brooklyn fans to probably hear, but I mean, it takes 2 years. We've seen it with LeBron James in Miami. We saw it with the 3 in Boston. We saw it with LeBron going to Cleveland. We've seen it with him now in LA. I mean, it took multiple years.
You got to get your year 1, get your feet wet, see how everybody plays together. Year 2, you should have now worked out all the kinks of your system. Yeah. By year 3, y'all should be a well-oiled machine. As long as all that starting 5 of those,
learn to play together. Yeah, they learn to play together. So. I think the Nets, I mean, from an NBA fan standpoint, which I'm not a super fan or anything, but I think from a standpoint when I look at it, all NBA fans wanted the Nets to lose. They didn't want to see the Nets succeed. It's just the hatred for super teams.
I was going to say, due to the fact that they created their super team, and KD pulled the same thing again, as far as just like when he went to the Warriors.
Well, this one really is, I don't think it's KD's fault because he wanted to go play with Kyrie.
Yeah.
He and Kyrie wanted to get together, and they did their thing. And then all of a sudden, it became a chance for them to have
a couple other
James Harden, and it was like, yeah, James Harden. And it was like, okay, we can get Blake Griffin. Well, yeah, Blake Griffin. Well, DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge. Yeah, they just started to kind of add from that standpoint. So it isn't necessarily really like
so you
KD's
don't think
fault.
It was. I don't think it was KD's fault either. But it was the same kind of thing of he wanted out to kind of go and start this trend of a super team kind of in the East.
Yeah. I know. I'll give you that. Yeah. I mean, he wanted to go create his own legacy outside of the Warriors, and he felt like Kyrie and Brooklyn was the team to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I don't know. It is fun watching Milwaukee play, of course, with Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to give credit to KD too because I don't know if we've covered it yet, but the 48 points that he scored in Game 7, the most points ever scored by somebody in Game 7.
I mean, he put it all out there.
Yeah.
I mean, even in what game was it? Game 5, he had 49.
Yeah, he put it all out there. I mean, nobody's talking about it, but Giannis had 40 in Game 7 too, in 50 minutes.
He played.
He had 40 with 13 rebounds, 5 assists.
So Giannis played every minute of Game 7?
No, because there would have been.
No, you said it went into overtime.
Yeah, it was 55 minutes total, and
Giannis
played 50 of the 55.
And then what? KD played every minute
53
of
He took 2
every
minutes
minute of
off
Game 6.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
I think those. I mean, granted, those are your superstars. But those boys put it all out on the line. I mean, they gave it everything they had to, try and get their team to the next level.